Okay, no, I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I'm fine. I just wanted to get your attention because I'm totally fine. So I just was getting your attention. I want to talk to you about how important it is to keep your vibration high and keep your mind strength, your mind power up. So last night, as we know, we have all this crazy stuff going on in the news, with coronavirus, and we have, the NBA getting canceled. We've got the stock market going, crazy. We've got obviously people dying, and this is what we're getting exposed to. So last night, my husband and I we're talking and getting ready to cook dinner, and we had the TV on, okay? Because we want to stay informed. We want to know what's going on in the world, just like everybody else, and it's important to stay informed and be vigilant about getting the correct information, okay? But it got to a point where it was just one bad thing after another in the last 30 minutes, and he and I are just having discussions about this, and we're talking about it, and all of a sudden, just like out of the blue, I noticed that I was just feeling a little bit ill. I was literally starting to feel like that heaviness in my chest, and I was starting to feel a little tight, and I was just feeling like, just the effects. And I swear to God, I mean, I work from home, and I have not even seen a soul, in my house. So I'm good. It's just that, your mind can really start to play some tricks on you. And it is amazing how much negativity there is spreading about this virus, and we don't have to focus on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on every once in a while and to listen to what's happening. I see Jordan says, yes, it's been crazy. Joy says it's enough to make your blood pressure go up. We have to be strong. It's really crazy. Yes, absolutely. I'm doing this thing lately where I'm trying to keep the connection without having to like use any kind of script or without having anything between me. So I'm keeping my glasses off, and so occasionally I'll put them on just to read a comment. But so here I am. I am the writer of this book, Practical Law of Attraction. Align yourself with the manifesting conditions and successfully attract your desires. And I feel like, as somebody who is an inspirational writer and an inspirational hypnotist, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my thoughts and just some things that have crossed my mind. And the thing is that, number one, all right, it's okay to have a little bit of fear and worry. It's okay. I mean, this is new, this is weird, this is different. Most of us probably never experienced anything quite like this. I remember quite a number of years ago when the swine flu came around, and that was setting a lot of people off. But we got through it, and we're resilient, and we are going to get through that. And the more we can kind of keep ourselves together and keep our vibration high and keep ourselves strong, the better chance we're going to have when this is all said and done, and it will be all said and done at some point. The better chance we're going to have of being able to recover and go and do the things that we were meant to do. Right now, it's really easy for us to get caught up in all of the stress and the fear. But I tell you what, nothing good ever comes from fear. Nothing good ever comes from worry. Nothing good ever comes from stress. As a matter of fact, stress and fear and worry wreak havoc on your immune system. And so we have to be disciplined. I'm telling you that we have to be disciplined and not allow ourselves to be inundated with this news. I think we need to be informed and know what's going on, but you got to be disciplined to to open up whatever news wherever you get your information. Open up your news app or turn on the TV or listen to the radio or look at Facebook or whatever it is. But you gotta keep it into very small chunks of time and not allow yourself to get, and trust me, I mean, I'm probably about one of the most disciplined, positive thinking people that you're ever going to meet. And so if I can allow myself to get caught up in it, which I have, then I'm absolutely sure that, other people have allowed themselves to do that. And so more than ever, what we have to be able to do is turn to strengthening our mind. And, through hypnosis, through meditation, through reading, through allowing yourself to really think about positive things. There's been a couple more comments. Let me just see here. Billy says, go to CDC or other no hype, fact-based places for info. Doing this will alleviate much of the stress. Exactly. And gratitude. That is so, so important because, there are, if you look, there are great things that are going on in your life right now. I know that there are great things going on in my life right now. Right now, if you allow yourself to get caught up in it, you can definitely think like nothing good is happening. Everything is going to hell in a handbasket, and it's, and there's bad things happening. But it really does come down to, like I talk about in my book, it comes down to what you focus on is what expands. So, we have a tendency to really easily get caught up in wanting to complain about the things that are going on in the economy, in with our health, with the with what's going on with this crazy disease. And so the more we focus on that, all right, those thoughts become very contagious. Those negative thoughts become very contagious. And one thought leads to another thought and another thought. And before you know it, you're having heart palpitations, your stomach is tight. And you just have to detach from that. You have to be disciplined. Because I tell you what, the only thing that is going to get anything that could possibly go wrong, anything that you might be afraid that is going to happen. And it looks like my internet kind of slowed down a little bit, so I'm hoping it's not coming across weird or jumbly on that end. Let me know if it is coming across weird or jumbly. Let's see, Anne says, this is so important. Be aware of if this makes you tune into the fear that goes around. Use stillness, meditate. Absolutely. We have a choice here as to what we can tune into. And especially, I'm pretty sure at least 1,000 of my friends here on Facebook are hypnotists. So we all have tools that can help not only each other and ourselves, but help everyone. And so what can you do? What can you do today to change your mindset? Because the mindset, even if you lost it all, if you lost all of your money, if you lost your health, if you lost your vacations, if you lost the ability to, go out and travel and do the things that you were hoping to do, or to go to that sporting event, or go to, you're having to distance yourself from people, or, any of the repercussions that are happening as a result of this, all right? The only thing that is going to get you through that is your mind, your mind. So we have to be very, very diligent, very self-disciplined, very focused on what we can do right now to strengthen the one and only thing that we actually do have control over. Because when you get into the fear, the worry, the stress, the anxiety, you do begin to start to, and that panic sets in. It can take over your mind, and it gets much, much more difficult to get control over your mind and get control over your thinking once the fear and the worry and stress and anxiety set in. It can be very debilitating to your mind. So what can you do right now to make sure that your mind is in the place that it needs to be? You need to train yourself to focus on what you do want. And we see like, oh, this might get worse before it gets better. We see all these people running around in masks. We see the stock market going down. We see empty aisles, right? That's what we're looking at. But we don't have to focus on that. What we can start to imagine, because all of us have the ability to tap into one of the most powerful tools that we have access to, and that is our own imagination. And so, and I've been guilty of, laughing at the memes. I think it's important to laugh right now. I think it's important to have a little bit of lightheartedness and have fun. Last night, like I said, what I actually started to say when I started this was last night. So we had the news on, and we're having this banter back and forth about, what's going on, what's going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. And, it's like the only thing that we can even think to talk about, right? And then all of a sudden, I just kind of realized it's like I'm feeling this negative feeling, and I don't want to feel that one anymore. We got to just turn this off. We got to change our conversation. Let's just take a time out. We can't even talk about this at all tonight. And so he turned on some 80s music on asked Alexa to play the 80s music, 80s pop music, and we danced and we sang and we pet our cats and we cooked dinner and we just talked about other things. And before you knew it, we were feeling better. And it's not to bury your head in the sand. It's not to pretend like nothing's happening. It's not to ignore the situation, but it's also just have some self-control, have some self-discipline, have the foresight to know that, you don't want to allow yourself to get into this downward spiral of negative thinking. Because I tell you what, as contagious as this virus is, I'll tell you another virus that is probably even more, and I'm going to say probably even more contagious, and that is negative and fearful thinking. It is really easy to allow yourself to get one thought leading to the next thought, leading to the next thought, leading to the next thought, and before you know it, you're in a negative downward spiral. So we need to strengthen the power of our mind. And for every thought that you have, every fearful thought, every time you allow yourself to think, oh boy, this bad thing is happening. What if I get sick? What if I lose all my money? What if I have to cancel that trip? What if blah, 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 all the negative stuff. All right. For every negative thing that you think, all right, I am going to ask you to counter that with a positive thought. Okay. And I want you to start to turn that around. We got to work on this together. I mean, all of our thoughts together really can produce either the bad thing that we don't want or ultimately turn this into something that is going to make us even stronger and even more resilient because we got through it. And once we get through this, which in my opinion, which means nothing, okay, but I'm just saying what Victoria thinks. I think in a few weeks, this is all going to be pretty well behind us, pretty well. Maybe they'll still be, we'll still be wrapping up from the damage, but I think personally, I just choose to think that in a few weeks, this is going to be behind us. That's just my own opinion. That's not based on anything. It's just my own intuition. It's just what I think. And who knows? Maybe we can all band together and we can start to think that. We can start to see that, the grocery stores are stocked with hand sanitizer and toilet paper again. We can start to visualize and imagine, that the markets are green and they're going up and your bank accounts are going up. You can start to visualize and imagine that people are out and about and they're holding hands and they're giving high fives and they're touching their face and everybody's well and everybody's got smiles on their faces and everybody's happy. And if you could just picture those things, if you can just allow yourself to imagine those kinds of things, will it change the facts? Will it change the future? Maybe, maybe not. But will it change for at least a temporary moment the amount of peace that you have in your own vibration and your own life? Will it possibly maybe boost your own and elevate your own level of your own immune system and allow you a temporary moment of feeling better? Will it allow you maybe, to have a new contagious thought, a better contagious thought, a positive contagious thought, something that makes you feel good, something that strengthens your immune system? It's important right now more than ever that we raise our vibration, our energy vibration, so that we can stay strong, so that we can weather anything that gets thrown at us. We don't have to be victim to what we see on TV or what we hear about. We can allow ourselves to take this time to strengthen our mind. What good can come out of this? Imagine that something that we don't even understand right now, that we don't even know about right now, but something good always follows something bad. It always does. It always does. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know if that's going to take days or months or years, but something good is going to follow up. It's not going to be like this forever. And so I just want to do whatever I can to make my contribution to helping you to have a perspective on this, on, maybe there's a way that you could reframe whenever you see the word coronavirus, okay? Maybe there's a way that when you look at that word, maybe you could come up with a better feeling thought, a better way, to see that word. So before I go on, let me just read the comments. Let's see, the thing with toilet paper. It is kind of funny. We have to see the humor in that. I mean, luckily, fortunately, speaking to the toilet paper, I feel very blessed because, we've had our toilet paper on auto stock for quite a while with Amazon, and it's taken me a little while to get the timing of my auto stock correct. And so sometimes I've been on where we're practically running out and I've got to place an order right away. And other times I've been on the abundance side where it's like, oh my God, this stuff is coming too often. We do that not just with our toilet paper, but we do it with all our paper products and our cat food and our, pretty much anything that is, we have to order on an ongoing basis. What do you call them? Durable, non-durable goods. And so we order all of that stuff. Anyway, so I'm pretty, I'm on the abundant side, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable with my, TP situation right now. I'm probably pretty good for a couple of months, I'd say. And, but it's kind of funny to, to see, all the shelves empty. But I would like to put a visualization out there of seeing them fully stocked, because I believe that that's a symbol that things have improved. Wouldn't you agree? If we could see that things have improved, all right, there's plenty of toilet paper, there's plenty of hand sanitizer, that's probably a step in the right direction. And I say that because people are being less crazy. People are being less frantic. And that would be a significant improvement. So if we could just see that visualization, we know that things are getting a little better. It doesn't help this whole situation if people are in a state of panic. And so that's my visualization that basically tells me people are no longer in a state of panic. People are feeling a little relaxed. People are happier. People are, feeling peaceful and easy and calm. And so that would be a good thing to visualize. I stay grateful that I'm healthy. Yes, absolutely. And gratitude is like extremely important. There's so many things that if you just walked around your house that you could absolutely feel grateful for. I'm so grateful that I have these 3 beautiful cats. I'm grateful that I have my phone. I'm grateful that I have my husband. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. I think right now, so many people really, if you are healthy, that is definitely something to be grateful for, because there's people that are not healthy. And, and I'm not going to get into all the statistics, because that's already been talked about to death as far as, number of corona cases versus number of flu cases and all that. I mean, you can kind of fill in the blanks on that. And it's not to minimize the importance of doing what we need to do. You can be grateful for the fact that we're now more than ever, going to create new habits in our society of being sanitary. And there's probably people that maybe didn't think about that so much before. And maybe for future illnesses, which there will be future illnesses, right? There will be future illnesses. Maybe this is an opportunity right now that we're getting an opportunity to learn from this experience. Lock it in. Lock in what we are learning from this experience. But, I know for me, I'm not even really around many people because I work from home. And even me, I'm washing my hands much more often. It's just something I'm a little bit more aware of. I mean, I washed my hands pretty frequently as it was, because I wash my hands every time I scoop the litter, every time I feed the cats, every time I touch food. I'm pretty diligent about washing my hands. But here's a perfect thing, like just that happened in my own neighborhood. My husband and I took a little walk around the block yesterday, and there was a neighbor, very friendly neighbor, and she just adopted a new rescue puppy, and it was the cutest thing ever. And we were having this little awkward experience where she and I had seen each other before, but she'd never met my husband. And so, of course, what do you do when you introduce yourself? And so, of course, she holds out her hand. My husband shakes her hand, and I shake her hand. And so we shake each other's hands. And it's like, that's interesting. I'm now aware that I've shaken this person's hands who I don't know where she's been or who she's had contact with or anything like that. I'm not going to panic about it or anything. I'm just going to make sure that when I get home, I washed my hands, and that's it. But that's a new thought that I would never have until now. And I never ever thought about like if I needed to wash my hands just because I shook somebody's hands. Now I do. And now people probably will. Is it a healthy thing to maybe wash your hands after you shake somebody's hands? Absolutely. Why not? Maybe that's something that will help us in the future from having new epidemics, new pandemics, or whatever you want to call it, new outbreaks. That's something that maybe it's a habit that we should have been doing all along. And so, but the interesting thing was that I did notice as I because of this whole touch your face thing, I noticed that there was a moment when, she did that. This was after she shook my hand. How does she know that I'm okay? So it's just a thought. It's just a thought. It's nothing that I got worried about or panicked about, but it's just like, it's just something you notice now. Something you notice more than you did before. And I look at that as, boy, I mean, we're really getting ourselves a little bit more. I shouldn't say, I don't think we should be paranoid about it. I just think we're getting ourselves a little bit more aware of things like that. And so, of course, as soon as I walked in the house, washed my hands, husband did the same, and we're all good because I knew I never touched my face, but I do that if I pet a dog or a cat or anything like that if I'm out and about. Anyway, so let me see what other comments we might have here. And I don't know what Jordan, more awareness, absolutely, and so I do want to make sure that I mention during this that let's see, Billy Joel says, correct, washing prevents contamination, which kitchen people learn well. Yes. I remember a long time ago, back when I was in high school and I was a waitress, and we had to get our health card in order to be a waitress. I don't know if the same is true now, but oh my goodness, the level of awareness that you get from that training, and that was something like probably 30 years ago. Gosh, that's a long time ago. The level of awareness that you get from doing that training about, the salmonella and everything that can collect on the food and all of that, so it's, you definitely do get a new level of awareness. I do want to mention during this, I would be remiss not to mention it. So I have talked a little bit about the immune system and how the immune system can get really broken down. I mean, stress is probably one of the biggest causes of your immune system being reduced. Would we all agree with that? I would definitely say that. I mean, stress, fear, anxiety, all of that, because it releases the hormone in your body called cortisol, and cortisol really breaks down the immune system. Okay, so we have two things that we really want to be focusing on right now. We want to focus on our mental strength. We want to focus on our, actually three things, our mental strength, our emotional energy vibration, so that we are sending out positive, happy vibrations. And we also, both of those are going to also play into keeping our immune system high. And so for, I don't know how long, however long this is really going on for, I am giving away, it's free, but it's not free, okay? But I have a 2-session. I developed this program called Stay Healthy and Well. And it's a 2-session program all about, just helping you to raise your immune system through positive thinking and focusing on wellness, focusing on positive feelings, positive vibration, focusing on your body staying well. And I developed this program back when it was the swine flu. I mean, this is, I think, 2009, I want to say. I was living in Florida at the time, and I remember that we had the outbreak of the swine flu. And so I developed that. I came out with this immune boost program long, long ago. And so I'm bringing it back. All right. I brought it out. It's a $39 program, which I'm giving away for free. With any order that you place on hypnotic.com. And now I have a page that's called, what is it called? It is called, oh yeah, here, I'm going to just put it in the comments here. It is called, okay. So yeah, it's called Pandemic Stress Relief Playlist. And so I put together, I think, about 74 different programs on there. And each of these programs kind of have to do with something right now that you might be dealing with. Whether it be fear and worry, whether it be stress, whether it be anxiety, whether it be financial fears, whether it be, your vibration, whether it be positive thinking, negative thinking, whatever it is. I put together as many of my programs as I could possibly think of, and I put it on this category called the playlist. And what did I? Oh yeah, I Stay Well. I Stay Well is the promo code, and what this promo code does is it takes $10 off any of those 74 programs, any and all of those 70. So as many as you get, it'll take $10 off all of them. And then what it'll also do is it's gonna put that $39 Stay Healthy and Well program. It's gonna put that into your cart for $0. So you're getting the $39 program for free, and then you're also getting $10 off each of the individual programs. So that's one way that you can help yourself to strengthen your mind, be resilient, think positive, keep your vibration high, keep your stress levels low, keep your anxiety low, keep your worry and fear low, through any of those programs. And you know what? I'm even going to say this. If you go to my website, hypnotic.com, and you see any program on my site, because I have like 600 programs, if you see any other program on my website that's in the $29 range, and you think it needs to be in that category, let me know. I'll move it over there. I don't even care if I think it relates or not. I'll move it over to that category, and anything in that category you can get for $10 off. So that's one way that you can tackle this, because every day you need to be strengthening your mind. Would you not agree? You absolutely do need to take a little bit less time with the news and the bad news and the Facebook and thinking coronavirus, you need to let those thoughts go and invite more positive thoughts in, and we can begin to start to just feel kind of normal again, feel good again. I mean, we can create something positive anytime we want. Valerie says, be safe and blessings to all beautiful people. Embrace positive thinking. Love your family and friends. And we will overcome this process. God bless you all. Thank you so much, Valerie. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing to say. Now, the other thing that I want to share with you is you guys are probably all familiar with my HypnoCloud app by now. Okay. And, if you've never even signed up for the HypnoCloud app yet, this is a free download. And in this app, there's 6 sessions in there that are absolutely free. And any one of these 6 sessions are sessions that can help you to raise your vibration and strengthen your mental power. And right now, that's what we really need to do. We got to get control of the mind and the thinking. And so any of these, let's see, Donna says, I'm spending my time with your new weight loss book and loving it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And yeah, this is, listen, if your plans, who's calling me? This is the second time these people from Vermont have called me, but they're not leaving a message. So I don't know anybody in Vermont. But let me just decline that. So in my HypnoCloud app, you actually, you get access to, in each of the 6 main browse categories. And Stephanie, yes, she used the centering session this morning. It was wonderful, so helpful. And that's one of the free sessions that's in the app. It's right under, let's see how to do this. Yeah. So, it's so hard to, it's mirrored. I can't do it. Okay. Yeah. So it's right there. You see that centering meditation? So that is already unlocked and free for you. Inside the app. I'm holding up my iPhone, but it's also available in the Android version as well. And so that's one of the free ones. Another great free one is under health. All right, it's under health, and it's called Release Stress and Anxiety. So this is a free app, free for you to download in the App Store. The other ones are under career. It's You Deserve Success is the free one that's in there. In wealth, Law of Attraction Mastery. That's like my #1 selling program on hypnotic.com. That's free inside the app. That's the way you do it. Is you give people the best of the best, and it usually just kind of comes back to you. I've found that to be true. So I really try to put out my best and help, and really genuinely, authentically help people. I can't put out crap, I can't do it. And I really try to be, very fair about my pricing and what I do. And another really, really great one. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful, beautiful meditation, and it's under Spirit, and it's called Inner Peace. And so that's another free one. I'm only talking right now about the free ones. If you unlock get the trial, and the trial's 7 days, you get access to all of my programs. So if you say you're on hypnotic.com and you just want to find out if you're even going to like a session or not, before spending the $19 or $29 or whatever it is, you could just download my app here, get a free trial, and see if you're going to like that one, and then go to hypnotic.com and buy it. And, either way, I've kind of created a platform so that everybody can have access to this material at whatever price point works for them, whether it's a monthly $10 subscription. And I never in a million years thought that I would be offering, like literally tens of thousands of dollars of my material in this little app for $10 a month. That's pretty crazy, but that's that's what I do. And so, and then of course under lifestyle, if you want to attract your soulmate, that's another free one in the app. So there's lots of ways. See, and of course, yeah, more news, more news from my news app. I'm almost thinking another, so here's a few more of my tips. Besides, besides listening to my wonderful hypnosis programs, which I believe would help people immensely. Besides downloading my HypnoCloud app, besides maybe reading this book and doing the book. When I say read it and do it, like actually, there's worksheets. There's tens of worksheets, like 20, 30 worksheets available of exercises that you actually do to help you. There's no reason right now why you can't start planting the seeds of whatever it is that you want to manifest. We can thrive during scary times just as much as we can thrive during not so scary times. And so I would highly urge you to, really figure out, start planting the seeds now of what you want. And, focus on what you do want. Focus on what you do want. I cannot emphasize that enough. Strive for getting back a little bit of normalcy into your life, normalcy meaning like, get outside and get some sunshine. Go for a walk, smile. I've seen so many Facebook lives and YouTube videos of people talking over the last few days. Almost nobody has a smile on their face. And smiling is something that is, I'm not saying that you have to necessarily fake it, but just think of something, do something that makes you smile. Find a funny YouTube video that has nothing to do with any of this, and just, find some YouTube videos of some cute kittens or some cute dogs or some babies or, something. Just laugh. Just find something to laugh about every day. Get outside, enjoy, and it's going to be difficult to find some sunshine today because it's raining here in Phoenix, but even just getting outside and taking a breath of fresh air, and every once in a while just closing your eyes and taking a few deep breaths. Call somebody and tell them that you love them or that you're grateful for them being in your life. Write a song, write a poem. There's so many wonderful things that you have to be grateful for. People, things, pets, kids, and all of everything that keeps us informed. It works for us and it works against us. So just find a way to get some positive, some peace, and really work on strengthening your mind and upping your vibration. So I'm going to drop the link in the comments below. Let me see if there are any comments that I didn't respond to. Let's see, Anne says, we got the storm, Laura, today, and she was seriously trying to throw the tree down. Oh, no. Well, be careful, be safe. And let's see here, what else is going on? Let's see, Graham says, definitely not very well. Our doctor's surgery has been closed. Self-isolated, me indoors for 7 days, no steps for me for a bit. Stay safe all. My thoughts are with you all. Thank you. Valerie says positive thinking is what we need each and every day, and walk by faith. Faith, yes, absolutely. Times like this, a serenity prayer is helpful. Billy, I'm getting kind of caught up here on some of my comments. So the serenity prayer, yes, that is a wonderful prayer to say during this. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, to the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. I can't remember if I said that exactly right, but that is such an important prayer to say right now. And so I really just want to encourage all of you to do what you can at this time to keep your mind strong. Negative, fearful, stressful, worrisome thoughts wreak havoc on your mind. They take control. You got to take control of your mind. You got to get in control of your thoughts. You got to master your thinking. You've got to exercise self-discipline in how much bad news you're going to allow yourself to take in right now, and just allow yourself to just take a time out. If you feel your body starting to tense up, if you feel any of that, if you feel yourself clenching, if you feel your stomach getting tight, if you feel your neck, head, whatever it is, your hands, anything, if you feel any of that, just shake it out, breathe, relax, and say some positive affirmations, write some positive affirmations, read something positive, listen to something positive, meditate, do hypnosis. You've got to strengthen your mind, and that is my message for today. Keep your mind strong, keep your vibe high, keep your immune system high, and let me know what I can do to help you. I'm here, and definitely I'll drop the link again for the Hip Talk programs that are on sale today for you to help boost your immune system and think in more positive, productive ways. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day full of peace. Stay safe, stay calm, stay relaxed, stay healthy. Wishing you healthy, high, positive vibes, and I will see you soon. Bye.